Fine.
You don't have to do it.
Might as well. It's free.
And Blaze, you are terrible.
I blame Blaze.
I'm sorry.
You just wanted to have someone to have your back. Because you suck.
I am only doing what is
We didn't even play against anybody. Did we? Not just AI. Like, this is all
Yeah,
AI.
Hey, it streams back up.
That's what's even worse.
Okay. Don't worry. I do better when I play against real people, so we can.
Sure you
wait,
can.
Can we do online team with this? I think we can, right?
Yes, you can, but no one's playing this game.
I'm sad now.
You really think someone's gonna play this game, Blaze? Look at that! Look at the team, Blaze. What the fuck?
Alright. Anyway, this is a little unusual for the podcast, but hey, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, done taking charge.
No.
Intro segue. Let's go. Woo!
What's up? Welcome to episode 99.
Hello. I'm the
Idiot.
yeah, that, whatever.
Well, okay.
He's also a master.
Straight.
We're going straight
Alright.
into it.
Alright, I know what to choose. Let me try this next. Fine.
Why
Wait,
did you leave and not in you? Fuck.
Open party menu. Oh wait, hold on.
We have any...
Blaze is screwed up. But anyway.
I know how to do this.
God dang it, Blaze.
So anyway. Zenkai Review Day.
Yay!
Hip Hop Parade, y'all.
Did we really have any news today? Can you guys think of anything?
We got a little bit.
I have one thing.
Go ahead and get your news. It's not
I'm
big.
looking. I'm trying to look through, but I can't really find it.
We don't have anything big, just... Yeah, it's not big news. Not big Toku news. Man, well,
Blaze, I saw that.
this is a slow news week.
I hit something, so I have to turn off right away. Sorry for that.
Anyway.
I saw your face, Blaze. You can't hide it from me. I know what you look like now.
Damn it! Forget it!
Blaze hit you on the tail. Blaze, don't do that.
Forget it! Forget that. That was an
Don't
accident.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's continue.
Exactly. Don't worry about it.
Done
But to be
with,
fair, I just saw your
done
face
with
when
your
you give me.
news.
I did saw your face.
I have one piece of news I kind of want to surprise you guys with. If you guys haven't heard it yet, but Echo, what news do you have first? Just so.
Alright. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Because I don't feel like...
And my news ties into Zenkaiser, so
I'll see.
I figure it's good for it.
Alright, so his news ties in with Zenkai. So let me just do the news then. Alright, I am tired, as you can tell, so like, bear with me this episode. We got a few trailers. Not really, we didn't get no trailers. But the Batman's out, so go watch the Batman if you're down for Batman.
Yay, Batman! Yes.
Say hi, Batman. Also, fuck. I had it. Oh. Netflix. Dino Fury, watch it. Yay. It dropped.
Oh, that came out too.
11
right?
episodes. So. Yay. Shoot, what was that? Oh! Dragon Ball superhero trailer.
Oh, okay, I got one piece of news.
There we go. So that's 3 things, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got. I'm sorry.
Woo!
Also,
Okay,
Dawn Brothers.
looking for Discord, fake out Discord. I did remember one piece of news that we actually just got like today or yesterday. Mebius, Ultimate Mebius is coming to DVD. It's the next one.
Yeah.
By Mill Creek Entertainment.
Yep.
They announced they're officially working on Mebius.
Yes.
Should be in May 5/24.
It had movie, side story, everything included. Man.
Y'all better watch some Mebius.
That one I actually am kind of interested in.
The way
As an ultimate,
the way
Mebius.
Frag
I
talks
have a
about
feeling you
it.
would like Mebius done if you give it a try.
Like I said,
I'll give it a try once it gets officially released. I would have tried Mebius earlier, but I figured it would be officially released eventually, and here we go. So, because I can trust Subaraya to actually put out new English subs for their stuff, and not Toei. Sorry, Toei.
See?
I shouldn't apologize, Toei. Toei, get your act together.
That's one thing about Tokusatsu, boys. There's a season for everyone. Not every season hit. That's all I got.
Indeed, indeed. All right, we talked about all the scans last week.
So the dude who said, "Hey, who'd win in a fight?"
Talked about Hiromi last week.
Between shoot, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going through. What do you have?
To the dude who asked me who would win between Omagio and Darkseid, how dare you? How dare you? Why would
Between Omagio and who?
Darkseid?
Oh, like DC Darkseid?
Yes.
Huh.
Why would he do that? So much fucking comic book history, I refuse. Like, you ain't gotta disrespect my boy like that.
Can Darkseid rewrite reality? Can he do that?
Darkseid is fucking overpowered.
I realize this, but can he rewrite reality?
Like, Darkseid exists in all realities, even when it's like wiped. Because the Darkseid we see is just an avatar of Darkseid, an aspect of Darkseid. Darkseid's true form is busted. It exists in every reality at every time. You can't erase it. He broke.
But can you minimize it?
You can minimize an avatar, but not Darkseid.
I call it stalemate then. It's stalemate.
I'm sorry. I love Oma, and I'm like, no, my boy did.
Oma can rewrite reality. He's fine.
Yeah, but like, he can only but Darkseid is fucking. That in comic books. Stop doing this. Comic books are stupid. I love comics.
I blame
but
DC.
they're stupid. But yes, that is all, ladies and gentlemen. I am currently working on a magical girl thing, so that will be fun. I have.
You mean Precure?
Well, Pretty Cure, Sailor Moon, and Symphony.
Oh, just magical girls in general.
Yes, yes. That'll be fun. I've gotten the footage now. I just need to put it together.
Neat.
Blaze can't fucking drive to save his life. I'm sorry, y'all get to see my terrible driving skills.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Whoa!
It'll be fine. Anyway, I have one piece of Zenkai news. We didn't mention it came. I think it was announced. I think at the end.
The very end.
Yes. But we didn't talk about it. I'm not sure where I should put this. Because I want your guys' first reaction, because I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. It specifically involves Majin.
Oh, those? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna.
Majin is appearing in. What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Majin is going to appear in Japanese Playboy.
Look, I can't defend this. Just so you guys know, I'm also a degenerate, so I can't defend this.
We'll release. They are going to release official Zenkai Majin, Majin / Zenkai Majin from Kikai Sentai Zenkaiser, grabber photos or whatever, sexy pictures of Majin for Playboy, for Japanese Playboy. Woohoo!
I can't keep defending you heathens. What's up, chat? I am also a degenerate, so I understand. I'm not saying I approve, I just understand.
I mean, people have robot waifus, so it's just another one.
Just more degenerate tomfoolery.
I'm surprised they went this far though, but yes.
I gotta freaking give Blaze commendation because it's Blaze.
I'm curious, like, how far they'll go. Like, how far can you go with a Toku suit? How far can you really go?
Well, they're not gonna go far. They're just gonna do like photos.
I looked at that news. I have to check my canon. Like, was it April already? And I did not know. This 2 months skip ahead where I'm knowing.
Majine's just gonna get standard photos, standard poses. She's not. It's not gonna be weird, even though it's already weird.
You know how Zenkai is all over, right? There's a grab view Photoshop event happening for the
Yeah, they're just gonna be tasteful photos.
You know, like grab view idol.
Reviewer.
Okay,
yes.
I'm gonna have to catch my brother. I'll be back.
But how are you gonna do like swimsuit Mazine? Like,
she's not gonna be in a swimsuit.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, if Ultra Woman can do it, anything's possible.
Oh, so this has happened before. Okay. I didn't realize this had happened before.
I can't keep defending these. Look, we're all degenerates here. Not all of us, but you know what I mean. It's
okay. I caught him up now, and he also confused like I was.
Guys, April is in like a couple of weeks. We don't need to skip time.
Listen, again, Blaze. Remember Ultra Woman.
Ah, shit.
What?
Does Ultra Woman never get that? I don't think so.
Remember she's gotten photos before.
Oh, actually, that's supposed to be. Oh, no, never mind. 19th.
Oh my god.
It's supposed to be coming out the 19th, so.
Hey,
not next Saturday, but Saturday after.
Oh my god. But
don't worry, they're all tasteful photos. They're all tasteful photos.
Well,
she's not gonna be doing anything like.
You don't know that.
She's not gonna get her back broken, okay?
You got your wish, John. I hope you're happy.
What do you mean, my wish? I never asked for this. Get out of here.
All right, so let's move right along here.
Ikai Zenkai Zenkai.
Yeah.
You sure about your
No,
wish?
wait, there is Revice. We still got superhero time for Revice. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so superhero time. Let's do it next week. Let's continue this Zenkai it up. Just Zenkai it up.
That's fine. We only had one episode of Revice anyways, so
we
can save it, and then we'll just do like a two-parter thing, even though they're not really two-parter, but whatever.
It's time for the final episodes of Zenkai. Take it away, Penny.
Yay!
That's a SpongeBob reference.
All right. By the way, I have the racing installed. I don't know if you can invite me yet, but
you gotta X-Blaze.
Blaze.
He's probably not.
Never the fucking mind then. All right. Anyway. So, the last 3 episodes of Zenkaiger. Episodes, if I can find them. 47, 48, and 49. Alright, so this is the Zenkaigers taking on the Toji Tendo officially.
Yep.
So, they call God. God opens a portal into Kikaitopia. They hop in and we just get started right away. So the Zenkaigers go off to invade the base. Meanwhile, God skips out, goes back to Earth, and starts essentially just forcing all the Kikainoids back into Kikaitopia. So he is cleaning up, as he'll call it later. I need to mute this for a second.
Fair enough.
Okay, there we go. So that's what. So God is putting all the Kikainoids back into Kikaitopia. Zenkaizers are just rampaging through the halls. Stacy's still being sad because Stacy is Stacy.
Stacy's been through a lot.
Stacy has been for a lot. They eventually get up to Boku House, and Boku House is just like, it's too early for this, and just drops them down with a pit. Just drops them down a pit where they're just pushed out of the building. Sucks to be the Zenkaizers.
It sucks. In this instance.
It is funny though, which we'll get to that later, but yeah. And then Stacy finally goes to Grandma's house and reveals like, look, my real name's not Satoshi. I'm Stacy. I tried to kill your son, like your grandson. Tried to kill your grandson like a lot. I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry. The grandma just like, you silly boy, you should have told me this earlier. And then just hugs him. Finally, Stacy gets his hug. That's all he needed. He just needed a hug.
All he needed was a hug.
And a grandma's love. Just like, it's just a sweet moment, and Stacy just starts breaking down. Finally, Stacy, it's gonna be okay. You just needed a hug, bro. Just needed a hug. Okay. Meanwhile, back in Kikaitopia, Ijiru breaks out his final giant robot, as he's wont to do. He starts battling Goon, Vroom, Goon, Juran, and Majinu, because Vroom and Kaito have lost their changers in the fall. Sucks to be them. Barashishira shows up on the ground and tries to fight them. They go into the sewers. Eventually, Stacy after his hug with Grandma, has come back to Kikaitopia to take on the Toji Tendo, finally bringing him down to Zenkaizers. Hooray! Stacy is finally a good guy. Let's go. Let's goddamn go.
Heck yeah, Stacy. Blaze! 11th place, Blaze?
I'm here. Sorry for that. You know, I always bring up myself in game.
11th
Let me send you an invite.
place?
Damn. I try!
Did you send me an invite, Blaze?
I'll send you an invite right now. I'm in the middle of a race, and you know I mute myself sometimes. I don't want to.
You stop.
I know this.
11th place.
Apparently there's still like 4 minutes left until it's installed completely, so maybe wait a little bit, but...
I'm just
working on it.
I'm gonna...
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, Arashitara shows up and is just like, so, you've started working toward the Zenkaizers. You suck. You suck, my son. I'm going to kill you.
Essentially.
But then in the background we get a yo ho hoy, yo ho hoy, yo ho hoy, hoy. The pirates have shown up, and they do the fantastic like slow walk entrance while singing their song, and all the family gets in on the song. So it's not just Zox, it's also Flint, Ricky, and Katana also join in. It's a great moment. I still love their pirate song. And this point is basically going to be Stacy and Barashitara Stacy and 2 Kaiser versus Barashitara. There we go.
There you go.
While Kaito and Vroom will join the rest of the Zenkaizers to take on Ijiru. And we get a sweet double henshin. It is revealed that Stacy did not, in fact, need to shoot himself to henshin, if you notice. Like, whenever he transformed before, he always shot his gun into his arm to transform.
Yep.
Now he's just doing it like the rest of the Zenkaizers. Shooting out in front of him. Symbolism! Let's go!
Yeah, he good now.
Mm-hmm. So anyway. Yes. On the fucking nose. Alright. So Kaito and Vroom get up to the surface. The civilians thankfully found their changers. And they're able to hop into the battle too. We get a sweet mecha roll call. Where we do the normal roll call, but everyone's in their combined forms, so... Pretty sick. Plus we have Sechan in there as the 6th Zenkaiser. So,
it's sad.
Good job, Bird. You are officially the 6th Zenkaiser and not Zox. Not 2 Kaiser, nope. It's the Bird.
The closest we'll ever get to a full Zenkaiser team roll call is Superhero Senki.
Probably.
Until,
Unless they do something, they might do something for Kira Major versus Zenkaiser. Maybe.
which would be
I don't know.
nice.
That would be pretty nice. Meanwhile, Jukaiser and Stacy get their butts kicked by Barashitara, and the last scene of the chapter is God possesses Flint to do something. We don't know what yet. That plan will be revealed a little later. So that's episode 47. By the way, they did manage to beat Ijiru. So one of the major generals go down in 47. Not really great fanfare, but he goes down. Huzzah.
Yeah, he did. It was a nice explosion.
He very did. It was a pretty sweet explosion. And he did.
He did, man.
Meanwhile, Zox gets back. Alright, episode 48. So first thing, Zox and Stacy are down, but not out. Zox gets back up, talking about his treasure. His treasure is his friends and family because, you know, Toku.
Gotta have.
It's actually a really great moment. As a world pirate, I will protect my treasure. Such a good moment. He gets back up to fight, and it's awesome. Meanwhile, the Zenkaisers reapproach Bokuos, the final boss. But this time they're prepared for his spinny bullshit. Or not spinny bullshit. They're prepared for him a little bit more, so they're able to stop Bokuos from sending him right out of the building immediately.
With his flippy bullshit.
Yes. Flippy bullshit, there we go. And then he tries some spinny bullshit to, like, spin them all around and confuse them. Which that kind of works. Anyway. So, Gege actually gets in on the fight and fights Sechan for a little bit there. Sechan goes big thanks to the power of Shinkenja! Huzzah.
It was.
And we have a bird-on-bird fight.
Robo-bird battle.
Robo-bird battle. Which is interrupted by God. Divine intervention, once again.
Somebody had
God just possesses Gege and just like, hey guys, just shoot him in the back, that's his weak spot. Bokuos is just like, Gege, how dare you betray me?
Then he kills it.
And then Bokuos just blows up his precious pet. How could you? How could you, Bokuos? You son of a bitch.
Well, you see, it wasn't, like, super good. But more onto the story. Bird did.
Yes. So Bokuos, so he dies. Bokuos is sick of this bullshit. Because his favorite pet has now died. So he reveals his true form, which is apparently super tiny. Great. Then Kaiser does not know how to be serious at all, like ever.
At all.
So he's super tiny, but he grows big using like the remains of his ancestors or something like that. Meanwhile, back to the Barashitara Stacy versus Stacy and 2 Kaiser versus Barashitara. There we go. Jesus. They're still fighting. Stacy finds his resolve. He's like, I'm not going to defeat you for revenge for what you did to my mom. I'm going to defeat you because I have something to protect now. So fuck off, Dad. You suck.
Somebody had to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
But now we get
Meanwhile,
action.
We do. It's the final fight between the Zenkaisers and Bokuos. Bokuos teleports them all to Scenic Toku Quarry, and then proceeds to pull out like a bunch of Sentai powers because he has all the worlds inside him now. He's absorbed all the remaining worlds, which includes all the Sentai ones, and now he has all their power inside him, and he starts using it. So he uses Bokenger to take out Vroom, Magic Ranger to take out Machine, Gao against Gaon, and Geo Ranger against Juran, obviously. And then he does a Go Ranger finisher against Kaito, which just summons his family because Zenkaiju does not know how to take itself seriously.
As you would expect.
Mm-hmm. And then we get the classic final moment. All their gears are broken, so they can't transform anymore. But fuck it, we still gotta stop you, so we're gonna roll call anyways. So We don't get a
Yeah,
helmetless roll call, but we do get a suitless roll call.
it works.
Suitless.
It
does work.
Yeah, it's just as effective because we don't have a bunch of rangers.
No, we only got the 5, and 4 of them are robots. So I don't even know. That probably wouldn't even look well if you just like stuck the civilian head on top of like the Zenkaiser suit.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Look good. It'll look pretty weird.
So this is the best thing they can do.
Blaze, 11th place.
So,
I like
they
the
do-
disadvantage of stage.
So they do their kick-ass roll call, and then the Super Sentai worlds inside of Boku House are so moved that they bust out of him and give their powers to the Zenkaisers so they can finish him off. Huzzah!
It was
It's a pretty great moment.
No.
No, we're not fighting God. God is
Oh.
not an issue.
Yeah.
Thank God.
They're fighting they're fighting Boku House, like the guy who's supposed to be the big bad.
So God is not evil here.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to
Blaze.
God. We'll get to God.
Okay. I'm just saying.
No,
I
right
don't
now
know
we're
what's
fighting
going on
the
there.
guy who's in the wall. If you've seen anything of Zenkaiser, we're fighting that dude.
Don't worry, Blaze.
Gotcha.
Yeah, don't worry.
So we get the final. So they transform and they commence their fight. Meanwhile, we head back to the Varsity Cicera versus Two Kaiser and Stacy. We get an epic beam struggle to finish them off. And I love the way they say their final attack names.
They're like,
Two Kaiser, Rex Refreza. It's so good.
pirate, we're fighting them back. Okay.
And then like Flint, Katana, and Ricky are also there backing him up. Like, and you don't see that often. You don't often see like civilians in suits there for like the final attack. So it's nice to see them join in and back him up.
It's a very clean beam struggle.
It is
They almost lost.
nice. They almost did, but they got it. The power of friendship.
The power
and
of
family.
Dom Toretto. All you need is family.
Indeed. So they blow him up. Yo-ho-hoy! They fucking did it. Let's go. Meanwhile, back to the Zenkaiser fight. Kaito goes into super form. They start fighting. Kaito gets to drill in the front of him. Meanwhile, Juran spins around the back to shoot him in point-blank range with the freaking Zenkai cannon.
Yeah.
Shot you the invite already done.
Did you? I don't see
I
one.
also sent one, but you said 4 minutes, so it was just enough time to finish this race.
You did. But I don't see one, like... Now again, maybe because I did it on the 5, so... But normally I get notifications that would be for the 4 on the 5, so I don't know. I feel like I should have gotten it.
Well, after this race, we'll fix it.
Because, like, when you guys send me invites for Climax Fighters, I'm able to get in, so I don't know.
Fair.
Maybe I'll just have to set it up. I don't know. Anyway, so they do a double piercing attack from the front and the back, and they take out Boku House. They free all of the worlds now. All the worlds are free. Everything is looking great. Sun's shining. Everything's good. Kaito just kind of... Sechan runs out of power. I love it. They do this thing. Everyone's so excited about winning, and then Sechan just like, yeah, we did it. We won. And then he just drops out of the sky.
Look,
He just falls out of the sky, just like,
he's
oh no, he's dead. Nope, he's just out of battery. It's fine. It's all good.
The Zenkaiser cannot take itself seriously right now.
Nope. They do that. Meanwhile, Stacy tells Zox and them about God. They're about to go and find Kaito and the others, but then Zox is like, you know what? I have a better idea. Let's go home. And Flynn is just like, okay, yeah, let's go home. Let's go home, bro. And they just go home, and Stacy's like, wait, was that God? Yes, that was God.
It was 100%.
So all the Kikai noise celebrates in Kikaitopia. And Kaito just kind of disappears. Meanwhile, we finally get update on Kaito's parents. Dad has finally found Mom. About damn time, Dad. Turns out the mom was hiding out in Sushi World.
Listen, if you wasn't gonna find out, was Kaito, you about to have a step, bro.
And the dad specifically mentions like it suddenly had the idea to go look for there. It was like divine inspiration, divine intervention, or something like that.
Basically, God was screwing around.
So God is enacting his final plan. God goes to the Toji Tendo base, gets the Torji Gear system, and then he just shuts down every single world and locks them all into gears. And that's the end of the episode. So that was God's plan. God's plan was just to lock all the worlds away for himself. Man, God is kind of a dick. Dick move, God.
It's time for the final episode.
Yes, episode 49. So episode 49 starts and everything's fine. The parents are back. The parents are just they're working in the lab trying to find parallel worlds, and everything's fine. Nothing is the matter at all. Everything's peaceful. There's even a fun throwback to the first episode where Kaito climbs to the sky tree and just wants to bungee jump off it.
Because
I love the security. Yes, because he had to be the first in the world. I love how the security guards come up to him and just like, wait, didn't we ban you? Just like, no, you didn't ban me. It's just like, yeah, right. Why would we ban you? What's all this gear for? I'm gonna jump off this building. On second thought, get out of here. You're banned now.
100% banned.
So Kaito is now going through serious deja vu. He goes to his parents' lab and just like, did you guys find a parallel world? No, we haven't found any parallel worlds. It's like, are you sure? And he pulls out the Sentai gear, which doesn't have any power anymore. It's just blank. So, and Kaito finally puts the pieces together, just like, wait a second, everything's wrong! Where are my friends? And he rushes back home, and he just calls God. He's just like, God, what the fuck is going on? Then God shows up in his mind. He's like, hey, you're the first in the world to regain your memories. Cool. I should have expected nothing less. And I love how this interaction happens. Like, Kaito and God, inside Kaito's mind, God takes on the form of Kaito. So it looks like, so it's Kaito and Kaito talking to each other. Meanwhile, outside, everyone else sees Kaito just enacting both of them. So he's like standing up when he's Kaito, and then he sits back down when he's talking as God, and stands up again as Kaito. He's enacting both. So everyone else, so like the grandma and his parents can see the conversation happening, but they don't see two people. They just see Kaito doing both sides of the conversation. It's like, is he really possessed by a god? It's like, I think so.
It's like one of those freaking performances. Blaze finally kept up for once. Golly.
Alright, done. I'm shooting you the invite again. God dang it, Echo. I try to keep up.
Alright.
Alright, let's get out of this lobby first. So until we're sure we have everybody together, we don't do anything yet.
Alright, cool. I will... Actually, I'll go ahead and close this and see if that has anything to do with it.
Leave
Alright.
it to me.
Anyway, so Kaito and God talk. Kaito's a little upset. Well, God reveals his plan. Basically, God says, like, I can either create worlds or destroy worlds. So I created all these worlds, and there were just too many parallel worlds out there. So I was just but then I heard about his ability, or he heard about the Torji gears to lock them away forever. So he's like, you know what? Instead of destroying all these worlds, I'm just gonna lock them away for future reference.
That kind of shoot me invite.
And then God was just like, but I had to keep one of them around, so it was either going to be your world or Kikaitopia. And we find out why the Torji gear didn't work the first time is because they both had gear technology. One had the Torji gears, one had the Sentai gears, and that's why they weren't able to merge. Or at least why one wasn't able to, That's why they did merge, that's what I mean. That's why those two worlds merged, because they both had gears.
Okay.
And God decided, I'm only gonna keep one of these around, and I chose yours, Kaito. Isn't that great? Your world gets to be the one world in existence.
What happened to the other world then? God?
He locked them away.
They're all locked away. They're all locked away into Torji gears.
As I like to call them, Oma
because
Kaito.
God didn't want to manage all these different worlds.
That's why I'm calling him Oma Kaito.
I mean, fair.
Let me invite done again.
So Kaito's upset by this, just like all those worlds had people. They all had like people living on them. You can't just lock them away. I made all these friends from those worlds. It's so much more fun. And God points out like, but it's because of those alternate worlds that your parents were kidnapped and all this bad shit happened. It's like, it's not the world's fault. They just had some bad people. And it's like, oh, I see. I'm not gonna get through to you. Looks like we're gonna have to fight. So it's Kaito versus God.
He's battling God in his brain.
Yes, and the God turns into Zenkaiger. So it's a Zenkaiger versus Zenkaiger fight. But one of them is God. The other one is just Kaito.
Zenkai. Oh my Kaito.
And they fight inside of his mind. I wonder how you don't see what this fight looks like from the outside. I want to see what this fight looks like from the outside. It's a cool fight inside, but I want to see what it looks like outside.
Kaito keeps slapping himself and then punching his own hand, like his left and right hand just punch each other.
That'd be my best bet.
Oh,
like,
that was
the
other bit of news I remembered. Okay, it all makes sense now.
What?
I'll let Dunn finish up the Kaito versus Kaito.
Okay.
Fight.
So
Wait,
God goes into Super Zenkaijers, so we are able to differentiate them in this fight. And at a certain point, Kaito is just like, I'm the way I'm gonna be. I didn't beat the Toji Tendo by myself. I did it with my friends. So Kaito starts just turning into all of the different Zenkaijers and Two Kaiser and Sage Caesar in order to fight against God. So everybody gets their own moment to beat up God, and then there's a big old punch where all of them come in. And eventually it's a real good fight. I like it. It's a nice moment. Eventually they reach a stalemate though. They both fall to the ground. And they both get back up. And God is just like, so, are we just gonna keep fighting in your mind for all eternity? And Kaito's just like, no. One last match to decide everything. And God's just like, alright, sure, let's go. And Kaito's like, rock, paper, scissors! You're gonna bet the fate of all worlds on rock, paper, scissors. If I lose, I give up. If I lose, I give up. But if you lose, you gotta set all the worlds free. And God's just like, okay, sure.
Man, okay, that almost made me want to watch Zenkaiger now.
It's nutty. It's nutty, but at the same time, it's nutty.
So they do the rock, paper, scissors, shoot! And we cut back to outside of Kaito's brain. And Kaito is holding up a rock and a paper. And we don't know whose is whose. It's just like...
Ooh.
And the family is just looking at him just like, who won? Who won rock, paper, scissors? And we go back into his mind, and Kaito has won by choosing paper beats rock. Good job, Kaito. You beat God at rock, paper, scissors. Let's go.
Or as his dialogue soon reveals, he may have let that happen.
Yeah, God's just like, I didn't really want to lock all the worlds away. It's just, I guess that's just why I lost. I wasn't really excited about it.
Yeah, he was
But
throwing.
I guess since you won, I will release all the worlds and I'll take care of them.
Yeah, he
was just like,
that dude was throwing.
Yeah, it's very possible. But Kaito's just like, great! You better keep on making new worlds. That'll keep it more fun. God's just like, alright. Look, the Torji Gear system is above the Sky Tree that they tried to bungee jump off. Just go over there, shoot your gun right above that, and that'll free all the worlds. And Kaito does that. And he saves the day. Huzzah.
Everyone reunites one more time.
And then just a portal opens above his head, and all the Kikai knives just fall on him. And he gets crushed by 4 metal robots, and he breaks his back and he dies.
Then Zox and his fam show up, Ricky Cutter.
And then Zox and family show up, and not Stacy though. Stacy comes back later, but
then we do a 3-month time skip. What everyone?
Yeah, we do a 3-month time skip where interworld diplomacy is going great. So
within 3
representatives from 100 different worlds now have all started to like sign treaties for like interdimensional travel and trade. Like, goddamn, that's a lot of paperwork.
3 months. 3 months. Wally.
You can't just make 100 treaties in a day. Calm down.
3 months is still very short. I am.
Oh, short. That's what you're saying. Yeah, it is very short.
Yeah, I am calm. It's just short. That's a short time right there. 3 months.
A lot of things happened in 3 months.
Yeah.
So, just interdimensional travel is a thing now in the Zenkaiser world. They named the world Zenkaitopia after the Zenkaisers. Nice. And then all the Zenkaisers that's doing their own thing. Gao and Vroom and Majin are back in Kikaitopia setting up schools. Gao and Vroom are just hanging out with Kaito's family. Stacy shows back up at the cafe. Just talks about what's going on in Kikaitopia. Torji Gear, any remains of Torji Gear are being put in prison, and schools are being set up, like actual schools, and it's all good. Everything's going great. They mentioned that Stacy, the offer's still open for Stacy to move into the cafe with everybody.
Yep.
But Stacy's just like, no, I'm not doing that. Not because like Stacy hates the place. It's just like Stacy just realized I want this to be a place where I can take a break, not where I live. I gotta go help Kikaitopia. So he's back in Kikaitopia. Everyone wants him to be like the new ruler, but Stacy's just like, no, I'm not leading. I'm not gonna be your ruler. I'll help you guys make things better, but I'm not gonna be like your king or anything. Good on you, Stacy. Good on you.
Yeah, no King Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Get back to the cafe, and 2 random kids walk into the bar carrying bags of treasure. Or walk into the cafe carrying bags of treasure. Turns out they finally broke the curse of SD-topia. So now Katsuna and Ricky are both human again. Huzzah!
Can they fight with Zox anymore? Oh. That's where we
Yes, they can, because Flint is just because Flint made gears able, or I suppose she just modified the gears they already had. But yeah, she made new gears, so now they can just switch back between their human and their SD forms whenever they want. So if they want to be little robots, they can, and then back to normal, and then back to little robots.
She's a genius.
So everything's fine. Meanwhile, and the whole family is back to, being pirates. But they specifically say, like, we don't steal from weekend people anymore because that's just not fun. Which, that gives me, like, major Sly Cooper vibes, so...
What the heck?
They gonna be robbed.
Zox is now Sly Cooper. They only steal from evil people, apparently, now. So, or strong people, I guess.
Basically, they're good, but in a way that makes it seem like they're still pirates.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a roundabout way.
They're still pirates, but they're only stealing from the bad guys. That's what they're saying.
Yep.
Alright. Sure, let's go with that.
So that's what the family's up to. That's what the Zox family's up to, the Gold Squeakers. And the final scene before the end is Kaito's parents and grandma sit him down and is just like, get out of my house. Get out of my house and go get a job. It's time. Stop mooching off your grandma, son. It's time to go out into the world and get a job. No, they don't actually say that.
I was gonna say,
But they do say like
it's time to leave
they
the
do
nest, my boy.
go up to Kaido and they go up to Kaido and they're just like, you can go travel now. We know you want to leave. And the only reason that like the only reason why someone like you would stick around for so long is because we were missing, right? And you couldn't just leave grandma like that. So Kaito's a good kid, but now that everything's resolved, the parents are just like, go do what you want now. We'll be fine. And that's just exactly what he does. He packs up his bags and he's gonna go on an interdimensional adventure with all the Kikainoids and his little parrot buddy, Sechan. It's gonna be great.
Man,
And that is the end of Zenkaiser.
we also got the little handoff between Zenkai.
And we did, at the very end, we get our handoff between Zenkaiser and Don Momotaro. So,
He hopped on his back, got flipped over, and they shook hands. That was
nice sweet handoff.
Zenkai.
And that is the final act of Zenkaiser. That's the final chapter, and Zenkaiser is now over.
Huh.
Yeah. So we don't know exactly what's up with Zenkaiser Black though. It's not the Kaido we know, at least not right now. So Kaido seems fine. Kaido seems like completely fine. He's just going off in his own adventure. Yippee.
It's review time, baby. But before we get into that, I just remembered 2 bits of news.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. For my
What you got?
for my manga fans and my manga readers, Dr. Stone has officially ended. So
Oh yeah, I read the last chapter. Yep.
It was pretty sweet.
You read Dr. Stone?
Yes.
No, someone
Yes,
does.
it's a science manga. Why wouldn't I read it?
No, I thought you in general you don't have time for manga and anime.
Anime is not. I said I don't have time for anime, not manga.
What's the difference?
One's a book.
Manga's a lot faster to read than sitting through a 20-minute anime episode.
You fiend.
Well, let's just do Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I don't know why I cannot just do Sonic with you guys.
Blaze, what the fuck?
Yes.
Is Blaze like disconnecting from you, or?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's happening. I think.
Hey.
What?
I mean, I can try to invite you guys on my end, but I don't know how well that would work out.
Yeah.
I'm sending another invite. But yeah, that's it. Dr. Stone has ended. There was another bit, but I forgot it, so who cares?
Do we care about spoilers for Dr. Stone? I
don't
just kind of
really
want to
care.
shout what happens at the end.
Okay, so what happened at the end? Did the world go back to normal?
Wow,
I know a bit
Blaze,
about
what
Dr.
the
Stone.
actual
No.
fuck? Alright.
I just wanted to say what they're doing at the end. That's all.
Okay, so
They're building a time machine, boys. Let's go.
What?
That's how it ends. Sentu's like, we're building it. And that's the end.
top tier gameplay. There you go. But yeah, Dr. Stone's over, so read it when you get a chance. It's fun.
So the world back to normal then? In Dr. Stone.
Well,
No,
no, it's
they
not.
haven't built a time machine. They're building a time machine.
The world's
Oh.
not back to normal, Blaze.
It's all sort of open.
The world is as back to normal as you can get after
No.
500 years of being turned to stone. 3,700 years of being turned to stone.
Just wait. Let's have to shoot this in look alive.
Don't worry about all that. It's Zenkai review time. So anyway, let's get started with our retrospective and review for Zenkai. First, let's talk story. Take it away, Dom.
You mean like my rating on the story?
Yes.
Or just my review? Okay. Story Zenkaiser wise. Zenkaiser's greatest strength is also its greatest weakness, in my opinion. It doesn't take itself seriously at all. Zenkaiser knows how to have fun. Like, the story is there, but episode to episode, you don't really need to know. This is a very episodic show overall.
That is exactly.
There are really good overarching moments, like like the Kaiser arc is really good. Stacy's overall growth as a character is also really good, but that's more Stacy character, not really a specific story arc. And there are a lot of really good individual episodes, but the full like overarching story is just kind of eh. Because there's never a moment where like shit hits the fan, you know? There's no like real it's go time moment. It's just even the final arc is just like fun and times.
I guess just want to take us out at ease. That's all.
Basically, my thoughts exactly. When it comes to story for Zenkai, there is no story. You got. Oh, okay. So you get.
Let me try it.
So yeah, there's.
I'm gonna try it the other way around. See if you guys can join me. So let's see if that works. Anyway, yes, there is no story.
Yeah, what Zenkai has. Well, basically, yeah, like you said, there's no real story. It's just, yeah, guys, we're gonna do the thing, and they just have random misadventures, and that's a-okay. Cause that's what Zenkai does, and like, we get to see a bunch of Super Sentai power-ups and references throughout each episode, and it's okay. It works for this. In this case, it works. If it wasn't for the fact that Zenkai is Zenkai, it would not work. But again, like,
hey, we're all here, sweet.
Yeah, like Jukebox said, its greatest strength is also its biggest flaw. Do not go into Zenkai expecting a story like Kira Major or previous Sentai. You're not gonna get an overarching story. You're just gonna get random episodes, monsters of the week, occasional plot, but otherwise nothing. Nothing's really there. You can literally skip around Zenkai if you really wanted to, and you wouldn't miss anything.
100% agree. Like the only real like multi-part episodes are the Kaiser arc, and even then, that's very segmented. You could probably just watch one of them and get the full gist of it.
You could,
and the final chapter. That's really about it.
Yep. You would not miss much. But again, that's not a bad thing for Zenkai. If anything else tried this, it would 100% suck. But because
it is all about the execution, and Zenkai executes it very well.
Yeah, because Zenkai knew what it wanted to be. It's a celebration of Super Sentai, and all we wanted to do was just show off references and nods to Super Sentai. That's all. That is 100% it. And that's a-okay. That's a-okay.
Yeah, it's Zenkai works for what it is. Looks pretty well. It's very well.
Anything else would not be good.
Don't go into Zenkai for the story or because you're expecting like any other season. Just go into it because you want some fun. Maybe some cool Super Sentai references and
100%. It is just fun, all the time, and that's good. Sometimes you just need a bit of fun, especially with today's climate. Oh boy, sometimes you need a lighthearted fun to take the mind off of things. That's all good.
It is all good. For story, I guess I give it just if we were just rating it as an overall story, I would give it like a 6. But due to how Zenkai works, I'll give it a 7, just because it's so episodic. You know.
If we were just rating it on story alone, Zenkai would be very low for me.
Yes.
Because
there's a lot of other really good things about Zenkai that make it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like if it was just story, Zenkai probably would have got a 4. And I say that because there's stuff in there, but when we get it, it's cool. But other than that, it's like, you know.
Quick question: how do I use items?
X button.
Is X? Okay, there we go. I have cubes. I don't need cubes. Alright. Anyway. So yeah, that's their story ratings.
Let's move on
Gonna give
to...
it solid 7.
Yeah, Dunn gives it a solid 7. I give it a 4 if we're talking complete story. Just story alone. Not...
Yeah.
Again,
I would say, like, not the overarching... You don't go in for the overarching story. I give it a 7 for its episodic nature. Because it executes those episodic things very well, so...
Yeah, it learns to... It has fun, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got third. Not bad.
I got 10th place, but I kept getting hit.
I think that's what that says, right?
You got third, yeah. You carried. I kept getting hit. And Blaze, I don't know what he was doing. But, yeah, like... I'm gonna just reiterate it one more time. Don't go into Zenkai expecting something story-related like Zoosier or or Kira Major. You're not getting that. You're getting just fun, wacky episodes, which is why I rated it the way I did.
Mm-hmm.
Now, moving on to the music of Zenkai.
The music's pretty fire.
Boy, you look.
The opening theme's a bop. Not as much of a bop as other shows, but it is a bop.
It's cool. I thought it was cool.
Green kicked our ass. Who knows?
Yeah. It's all Blaze's fault.
I mean, I do really like the music. The opening's real. The opening's good. It's a nice catchy ear room. It's not the greatest Sentai theme out there.
No.
But it is a good one.
Yeah, it
has it has like a reference to every Sentai team in it, so that's also really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
How do I do this? How do I like change tracks?
That was pretty mad. Oh wait,
Change
where are we
tracks,
right
just
now?
scroll
Though?
over.
We in a custom lobby?
What?
We in a custom lobby?
Yes, I put it up in a custom lobby.
Oh, okay. So there's no chance like someone can join or something like that? Is that how it works?
Blaze, ain't nobody playing this game but you.
I thought we should open up just in case, you know.
Anyway.
No. Oh shit. I may have screwed it up.
Don't worry, I got you. I'll pull you back in. Let's see if I can invite you.
Try to just do the custom lobby thing like that. Like where we try something. Or do I just not have a lobby because I haven't played anything on this?
Alright, you see my invite?
Anyway, the music. I do really like the music. I specifically do like. Oh, now I'm getting notifications. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong notification. I did not get your invite, Blaze.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm not. I don't know why, but I'm not. All right. Anyway. Hey, how are you guys all back in there?
I'm just still in the room. Only you left. Ain't nobody else left.
Oh, stream is behind. I see.
Yeah.
Try to invite me back in. Yes. Oh, now... Okay, you know how to change the track, so you should be in charge.
I got the option when it came up. Like I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't. I didn't get any of it.
That's very strange. But,
That is... Here, let me... Hold on, let me see if I can search for it. Okay, yeah, I can find it. Okay, here I come. I'm coming back in.
So, where is that?
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so I do really like the music. I love the fact that Zox has his own theme song that he himself sings. That's great.
Zox's theme will get stuck and you'll hear it real quick.
Yo ho ho yo ho ho yo ho ho ho. And I love that he changes the lyrics to whatever's happening in the moment. It's real great.
Yeah, boy Zox, man. Yeah, boy Zox.
Alright. I'm already in, so you don't need to... Oh, right, stream is behind, I forgot.
Yeah, I was changing.
Stream is behind, I forget. Okay.
It's not.
Anyway.
It's just the frame dropping.
Other than that, though, I do really love the mecha themes. We don't hear them a lot, but they are there, both for Two Geyser and for Jurangaon. Zenkai o Jurangaon, which is great, and that one is sung specifically by the original vocalist for the first Super Sentai theme, which is real cool. It's nice that they brought those two back. Also, fun fact: Kaito's parents are named after them. Mitsuko and Isao are Kaito's parents, but also the same names as the lead vocalist for the original Go Ranger theme, which is great.
That's a nice little fun fact right there.
Fun facts are the best facts. Yeah, no boost.
I did not get a boost, so I am stuck playing catch up.
Yeah. Speed, let's go. I'm going backwards. I took a wrong turn.
Oh no. And for
Okay, there we go.
That's how I feel about the music. There's occasional earworms in there. It's pretty good. It's not like my favorite or anything. It's just like, oh, it's pretty good.
I do. I also really like the main theme. The da 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 da. Da 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 da. That's a really good one, and I love the moment in Senki when you hear Senki and you hear that playing in the background. It really fits just the overall feel of Sentai. Really,
yeah.
Not just like Zenkai in specific, but just like all of Sentai. It really fits.
I can see that actually. Yeah. Oh. I am getting slapped up by everybody.
I'm trying to catch up. It is okay. I see Blaze. All right. So that's the music. I guess I'll give it an 8. I like the music.
I'll give it an 8. Like I give it a 7. It was cool.
All right.
No, it wasn't like crazy or anything. I like some of it.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it wasn't like. It's not like they got their own soundtrack here, Major.
Yeah, no, we didn't get any like character songs, which is a little.
That was like, I don't know how they pulled that off, but like.
Because Kira Major is great. That's how.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Can't argue with that.
Ow.
My driving is awful. Blaze.
Yeah, no. So is mine.
If you're wondering why we're playing the chat, Blaze subjected us to this torture.
I blame Blaze.
Like 100% Blaze's fault.
Alright, we lost. Oh well.
What? I'm trying to play, though.
This is your fault.
What do you mean my fault? What did I do?
You set us up for failure. Anyway, moving right along. We got designs.
Alright, the aesthetics. Alright.
Yes. Let's talk aesthetic.
I dig Zenkaiser. I dig Zenkai, the actual like suit actors, the classic Power Ranger suits. I dig all of them. Zenkaiser, Two Kaiser, and Stay Shizer. I really dig those suits.
I feel it. It took a while.
Zenkaisers they're all like nice and clean. They got like the shoulder pads. Stacy has a fucking rocket launcher on his arm, and they do a really good job at referencing their respective Sentai teams, as it were.
It took a while for them to grow on me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just like, I have no idea where we're going with this, but okay. And Stacy's, a lot of people thought it was Akiba Ranger related.
I thought it was Akiba Ranger originally.
You weren't the only one. You were not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
We won? How the fuck? No, we didn't.
No, that was we just had multiple Chow teams. Right.
Fair enough. Yeah, but like, it was like Stacy was a little confusing.
Battle Fever is an interesting reference that they did. They pulled out the Battle Fever reference, and it works. I like Battle Fever.
Yeah, it worked. It was just like, huh.
Just kind of odd.
Yeah,
considering
unexpected.
he started out as like the bad guy, so
Odd and unexpected. Yeah. That's how I felt.
Getting a Gokaiser reference in there is an obvious choice. Like, Gokaiser's super popular and always will be at this point. So,
and I love
having our main dude based on the original team with all the colors on him. It's really good.
Yeah, it's like a mixture between the football and the little airship they had. It was like, you know what? Huh. I see it. I see it now. It makes so much sense.
Here, let's change up here.
Was I expecting it? No, not at all. But it makes
the
sense.
Edge.
Team Edgelord.
I'll go to the edge. Right. No, I really like those guys' suits. The rest of them, Gawon, Majin, and Juran, Gawon, Majin, Vroom. They have really cool. They're Zords, obviously. They're the mecha for those teams.
Yeah.
Which I do a pretty good job of paying homage to them. You can definitely tell. Like, they all have the same head sculpts. They're really. I get why the guys are like really bulky. Because they have to work also as toys. So.
Yeah, and no one's really.
I get why they're so bulky, but their chest pieces are like really bulky. And then Majin has like the giant wings on her side, which I can work with that. You know, it's just wings.
Yeah. It
doesn't get in the way of the main design too much. I say Majin probably has the best design. Either Majin or Vroom.
I like Jiren.
Of the Kai, no, it's.
I like Jiren's.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying those are who I like.
Oh yeah. Like,
I wish I liked Gawon's more because Gawon is based on Gao King, but
Gao?
It's just like at the end of the day, he just has like a giant lion on his chest, and not like very giant. It's a very boxy giant lion on his chest.
Oh yeah, true that.
If it was like a more classical, like if it looked more like Gao Lion, I would probably like it. Unfortunately, it just doesn't.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's like, again, I like the aesthetics. I like the suits.
I actually, speaking of the aesthetics, I do like their civilian modes a lot.
Oh yeah, their civilian.
I really like their civilian
really
mode. I don't know if you guys noticed this detail, but did you notice that Majin was the only one who had a faceplate in civilian mode? But then when she went into Zenkaiger, into her Zenkai form, she lost the mouth plate and just had like the full face. Because she was like coming out of her shell, so to speak.
Oh.
She was less shy in her Zenkai form than she was in her like normal civilian form. Kind of like tying back to her initial story arc.
Okay, that makes sense. Shoot. I did not.
That's a detail. That's what I noticed, and that's what I thought it was. So I thought that was a cool detail. If it's intentional, I assume it is, but if it's not intentional, well, happy accident.
So we got too much credit for that one. Nah, hold on. That's a happy accident. I don't trust Toei.
And hers is the only one that does it. Everyone else gets mouth plates. Even Gawon, which Gao King doesn't have a mouth plate, but Gawon does. So maybe I don't know.
Yeah, happy accident. So we don't know what they doing.
Yeah, and apparently Majin's civilian form is so good that she's appearing in Playboy. So there's that.
she getting tasteful photos, as I like to call it.
In quotes, but yes.
Oh my gosh, everyone is hitting me now.
Oh, I'm a ghost. I see what's happening. Ow! Star power. Son of a bitch.
But yeah, like I'm down with it. I was not a fan of the mecha, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the combined Zenkai form or Zenkaio.
Yeah, I'm like, I get what
Zenkaio. Yeah, there is. I get what they're going for. I do, and it looks better in actual form than it does as like a toy. But just it's kind of eh.
Black was fine though. The black version was fine.
Oh yeah, because it didn't have like the clashing colors.
Yeah, it's like oh.
The fact Machine Galon is just really busy because it has like the wheels and the wings and
yeah.
That's probably my least favorite one. Juran Galon looks fine. It's okay. I wish they would have used the alternate combinations more. Like Vroom Galon and Juran Majin. I wish they would have used those more, but they never made suits for those.
100%.
And then we have Zox's mecha, Tukayo.
So,
I don't understand why it's a crocodile. That still, it's like,
yeah.
why the fuck is it a crocodile?
The mecha was so bad. I don't know who did that. Who the
Hey, we did pretty good.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, he's only in 5th.
Yeah, 5th.
I'll give him a vote. I don't care.
It was like he took our place and combined it.
What? What did I do?
You lagging behind, boy.
Total domination.
But yeah,
Oh, calm down.
but yeah, the mecha.
Calm down. It's fine.
I am
It's
100% home.
Anyway, so yeah, Zox's is not the best. I like the fact that it does have 2 forms for either Ricky or Katana.
Yeah.
Has its gold and silver forms. I like those. I like silver more. Silver more I think just looks better because it has a big old Gatling gun arm. So
I agree
has
with
a
that.
gator hand and a Gatling gun arm. So
I agree with that 100%. But what the fuck? Damn it, boys.
as for the Stacy's mecha, we didn't see a lot at the end there, but when he did have a mecha, that one looked pretty good.
That was the best mecha at all of them.
It was.
The only other mecha that could come close is Zenkaiju, the
Zenkaiju, yes.
Yeah.
Zenkaiju, the monster, that the combination between Zenkaiser and Tukaiser.
Yeah, that
into
one.
That's pretty good. I do like Zenkaiju.
Not Kaiju Jiran, whatever that was.
That's just super. I think it's just Super Zenkai or Super Juran or something like that.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, no,
good.
that one doesn't. It's not great, especially since it's all CGI.
Oh boy.
Speaking of that, same with the super variation of Tukaiser, which was also CGI.
Yeah, I don't understand why they decided to make CGI abominations, but they did. That also was not great aesthetically. No,
Yeah.
not at all.
At least they didn't show up too much.
Sure.
They only showed up like, well, the Super Tukaiser literally only showed up once, and Super Juran only showed up like twice. So, but that seems more like they wanted the toys to do that, to have compatibility, you know.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work for. And they had to like force it in show somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, those farms aren't great. Zenkaiju just as one robot does work really well though. I just kind of wish Zox had a bit more to do with it than just like giving him a head. But otherwise, I'm fine.
Then there's the big Ultra Zord combination, which is also a CGI abomination.
yes, Zenroku Zenkaio.
The crazy part
But that goes. It is a CGI abomination, but that goes so far into the crazy, it actually works.
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion.
was gonna say I actually liked that one.
I actually do dig that one. Both the Eagle, the gun ship, It's just a jet. You can't really fuck that up.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has Kaito's face on it is also really cute.
Yeah, he
but then the
finally got
actual
him.
like combined mode is really great. It's just it's over the top in the way that like G12 formation is, and it just works. So
Yeah, I act like that one I like, and I'm like, why do I like this? I don't know, but I do.
I think it's because that's the only like that is the 5-man team mecha for this season. That is the only one where like every member of the main team gets in on the action.
True. It's just, oh my goodness, why do I like this so much?
Speaking of the mech fights, and this kind of goes into your say, one thing I really did like about the maybe this is a bit more for the villains and not necessarily the like designs and what, but I don't really care. I'm gonna mention it now before I forget. One thing I really did like is that whenever they did a fight, the environment around them like changed to whatever world they were fighting. I thought that was a really neat touch.
Yeah, that was good aesthetic. That was aesthetically pleasing. Like SD World or freaking Manga World. Like those little changes just to fit the episode.
Or fucking Invisible World.
Like, like those little changes worked aesthetically. It did. 100%.
It did. I liked it.
Oh yeah, it was like that was cool. That was
all right. We got the Hedgehog Bros. We can't possibly lose.
Blaze. So yeah, like aesthetically, Zenkai was like kind of hit or miss. When it hit, it was cool, but like,
Yeah, that's how I would describe it. Hit or miss. There were some good designs that really worked. Some designs that didn't work. The villains were just okay. None of them really stand out. You just have Bars here, who's the big tank dude, and Bokuhouse is just a wall for most of it.
yeah,
Literally just a wall.
Big tank dude had a bunch of wives too. I'm like, how? Like, he got kids
Yeah,
everywhere. Like,
that's
what?
not really aesthetically, but yeah, that Barashita is a dick.
That is 100% true.
Absolute dick. And then I did like Ijiru just because he didn't have legs. I like him just because he was like he had like tank legs and tank treads. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, that was neat. But yeah.
But otherwise, they're just fine. Nothing really. They don't really stand out like Garza did from Kira Major.
Boy, Garza is something hard to live up to when it comes to recent control.
It's fair. Garza's a really good design.
Garza's great, like in all senses.
And also as a villain, he's just great. Yeah, Garza's really hard to fucking live up to, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
As for, I guess talking about the characters, no? Or
yes,
yes, no.
Character time.
All right, might as well just start with the villains since we're already on them. As for the villains themselves, Barazita is a dick, and that's really all his character. Really, that's all their character is. Most of their character is. It's just they're evil dicks. They don't really stand out much. Bokuhouse is just a wall most of the time. But I suppose I should clarify. This is mostly our Toji Tendo. We'll talk about God in a second, but our Toji Tendo characters are main villains for like the majority of the season. I say of the three, probably my favorite is Ichirude. Because he's slightly more interesting.
I feel it.
Barashi is just... When you find out about Stacy's backstory, and it turns out Barashi had like 1,000 wives who are all dead, just like... Dude, what the fuck?
Man,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, man, I was getting busy. You can't be stopped.
Like, that is one of these... I think that's one of the darkest, like, villain moments we've had in a while. And they don't even, like... They don't try to make it, like, serious. They kind of just, like... Just kind of, like, slip that in there. Try to just, like, hide it under the rug, like... Yeah, Barashitra did those things. Don't try to think about the implications too much, just...
Oh, that's... Oh.
Yeah. What? I'm gonna think about implications.
No,
So,
no,
oh
no,
my
not
God.
that. It was the fact that like I was running into you.
Oh. Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'm drifting off you.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, I fucking have star power. I forgot about that. Ow! I'll remember this blaze! That's literally what Shadow said. I'll remember this blaze.
Someone's gotta remember it, cause Blaze is tripping.
Alright, done.
God damn it.
Wait, did I really just get first?
Yeah,
Holy
it was
shit.
me and you the whole time. And then we have
And
Blaze.
Blaze is in 6.
Damn it, Blaze.
I didn't even realize I was winning. Let's go.
Good job, though. Done.
Jeez, Blaze, come on right now.
Alright, alright. Anyway.
The villains were
I've no interest in these accolades.
like they had the monsters of the week. What's up?
The Toji Tendo. The monsters of the week. I did really like the monsters of the week. I like the
monsters
worlds.
of the week.
They're-
Had personality.
They were really like the stars of the villain show for
Yeah.
most of it.
Because
They were creative. They had really cool abilities. They were just fun to watch. You know?
100%. But
Noodle World is a fucking dick. Noodle World, you bastard, trying to pit all the noodles against each other. Hey, we did it. We won.
Finally. But yeah, like the monster of the week, they had more character than most of the villains. If all
Yeah,
of
and then
them.
all the major antagonists, yeah. And then the thing of it, we also had the Gege, the little bird, who was really God in disguise for most of the series. But the thing with him is, like, we don't know why he looks like Sechan. Like, we never got an origin for him. I
No.
thought we would, but we just didn't.
It's like, oh, it's just a happy accident.
Yeah, it's just a happy accident that those two mechanical birds just so happen to look almost exactly identical.
It's all we can, it's all we can do with that. Like, Toei don't want to tell us. I'm like, okay, Toei, fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Monsters of the World were great. Or Monsters of the Week were great.
Yeah.
I did really like them. And then the last villain we got is God.
Oh
Interesting
my-
plot twist there, bringing in God. Like, huh.
I was not expecting them to rumble with God, to be honest.
No, neither was I. I wasn't expecting God either.
So like,
And it was interesting what they did with God. They like had him like possess Stacy at first. Before we even knew he was God, I thought it was just like Gege. That's who he was originally. I thought it was just the bird possessing him, but no, it turns out it's just God himself. This is interesting.
what makes
It's
it
like,
funny?
really? It's God?
And that's honestly what makes it funny, because then you have these moments of Stacy just like, what the fuck was I doing? Don't worry about it. And God was just having fun.
Meanwhile, I love the moments where God does possess Stacy, because that's the only time Stacy is ever like happy. Is when he's being possessed by God. He's like having the time of his life, and he wakes up at in a karaoke bar after he apparently became super famous and got his own record label.
Right? Like,
Freaking let's go.
And man, God was just like, I'm gonna have some fun.
God just had the time of his life when he was Stacy.
Somebody had to.
But I don't know exactly what the plan is with God. If there is a plan to continue God's story arc in future seasons, I don't know. It seems like a character they might bring back, but
Yeah.
I don't know. He just like came out of nowhere towards the end there.
Cause Zenkai.
Well, he didn't come out of nowhere. He didn't come out of nowhere because that's the same voice. Because it's clear Gege was like God the entire time. That's kind of like the reveal, but the whole thing that it was God himself is kind of weird. That kind of came out of nowhere.
But
And that God was the final big bad. I suppose it's a better final villain than Bokuwaus because Bokuwaus didn't do shit. So
much. The villains were just
I mean, if I had to choose one for their final villain, either Bokuwaus or God, I would choose God. So
Oh yeah.
That's me.
No, 100% agree with you on that one. It just like came out of nowhere, so it was kind of weird to me. So like, what the fuck? Are we fighting God?
And he's not really like yeah, and he wasn't really like evil. He was just kind of like, I guess he comes off more as like kind of bored. I guess is the best thing.
Yeah.
That's for why he's doing what he's doing. He's just like he doesn't want to manage all the worlds anymore. He's just like, yeah, there's too many worlds now. I gotta cut them down. Gotta cut them down to only one. That's essentially his motivation. Just like, I made two really parallel worlds. He doesn't want to destroy them. Interesting to note. He could. He says he could destroy them, but he doesn't want to. He's just like, I don't really want to manage all of them. You know, it's just there's way too many. You know, just I had to kill the third, and I didn't want to kill him, so I just locked him away. That's all.
Yeah, that man was on his
Which is it's more interesting than just being like God wants to blow up the world. So.
Yeah, he's essentially on his deer shit. He's kind of just like doing his own thing. Before creation comes destruction. It is. No, yeah. Like, freaking Oma Kaito, you know, he's cool. No.
It was a pretty good fight, though. I'll give him that. It was a pretty good final fight
yeah.
between God and Kaito. Alright, and then our last villain, which also transitioned us to the heroes, is Stacy. Stacy's life sucks. Stacy, you need better friends and a better dad and better everything. It's like, I like Stacy. I actually do. I really like Stacy. I just wish his life wasn't so shit.
Stacy wants to do everything.
He gives me Gil's vibes from Agito. Where just like, anything bad that could happen to him does happen to him.
You know what? Thank you, babe. I like it. But yeah, Stacy is just... Poor Stacy, that's all I can really say. Stacy.
Yeah, like he's the most interesting villain when he does get introduced. He's very clearly like the most interesting villain. He has the most character of any of the villains for like the majority of the show. And then you just see that his life just sucks so bad, and you just like, you just want to root for the dude at the end of the day. You just want someone to give that man a hug. That's all you want. And he finally gets a hug. And that's his final transition to being good.
Oh man.
Yeah. I wouldn't go as far as say Stacy's my favorite character, but he's like solid.
He up there for me.
He's your favorite character. He's not mine, but he can be yours. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not my favorite, but like he's definitely up. He's like top 3 for sure.
Well, yeah. He's definitely in my top 3 as well.
Now, Kaiser.
Oh yeah, we could probably talk about Kaiser. AKA Kaito's dad. That was probably like the best like singular story arc in the game, was Hakaiser's. The whole Hakaiser arc and getting Kaito's dad back. That was probably the best arc of the whole show.
Honestly, you ain't wrong.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I am with it.
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh, wait, was that our Sonic or was that their Sonic?
Me.
Okay.
It should be in there.
Because it just says Sonic up there, so. Or I assume that was a different Sonic.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Of course I'm the most valuable player.
At least I should have been 3rd. But I will say, Hakaiser definitely was super fun. I like that. Oh my goodness, the fight. That fight was clean.
Oh yeah, the final fight between the whole fight, not even just the last one with a Kaiser, but like the whole thing where the Kikainoi show up with like just pictures, just family photos, and they're trying to like jog his memory, and then Kaito just steps out of the robot and just like, today is the day your son gets you back. It's like, oh, that's such a good moment.
100%. Like Kaiser, he like Stacy. They carry the villain side. If it's not a monster of the week, it's definitely those two who carry the villain side. Because the villain side was pretty lackluster this time.
Yeah, pretty lackluster overall, but
like if
a couple of really good exceptions.
If I had to rate the villains, I'm sorry. They getting a 3. And if I'm throwing in my bias, they get a 5 because Stacy and Kaiser carried. But I know.
Yeah, I'll give him. Because with Stacy and the Kaiser thrown in there, I'd also give him a 5.
Like, oh boy.
But if you take those two out, they're just not that interesting at all.
I wish there was something there with them, but then again, this is the nature of Zenkai. It's fine.
Yeah, this show is definitely not a drama. There is no drama to be had in this show, like at all.
Excuse me.
And they make it work. They make it work for what it is.
I apologize for like reacting and shit.
It is both the greatest strength and the greatest weakness. As I said.
Yeah, agreed. 100% agreed. Like, you gotta forgive me for like being slow with my reaction stuff. My body is trying to fight sleep right now. But anyway.
You're good, Echo. You're good, Echo. You're good. We just won. We won the race, dude. You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
So now that we got villains out the way, right? Because honestly, there's only 2 with a real character. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk the Sentai team themselves. Then we'll move on to like favorite moments and talk a little Senki. Even though we did our Senki review, Zenkaijers are a part of it, so we got to talk about that.
We did a Senki commentary.
You guys will love that.
I guess before the team, really fast. Do you want to do supporting characters like Grandma?
Sure.
Grandma the bird.
Sure. Granny's dope.
Granny's dope. She was the one who finally gave that man a hug. Gave Stacy a hug.
Grandma's a whole 9 out of 10. She killed it.
She really exuded that kindly old grandma energy.
She carried. She carried the show on her back. Nah, the good guys had it great. Like the supporting cast, Grandma was dope. She was gonna be a part of the team. They even did the little roll call with her. Oh my god. Then we got Flint. Oh, Flint. You a genius, girl. You a genius.
Flint. I really wanted Flint to like actually be a ranger. I know we technically got her to Henshin during the Mind Swap episode.
Yeah, but she should have had her.
I really wanted her to be like a full ranger.
She needed her own suit. This cannot be denied. Like, Flint was cool though. Flint was cool. Ricky and Cutter. They alright.
They're fine. They're alright. They work as little bros. Yeah. I have little bros, and yeah, they look as like goofy little bros that get into trouble all the time.
What makes
it have a nice dynamic with the whole family.
Oh, them being a motivation for Zox. It's really good. That's really good. But by themselves, they're okay. Nothing really.
Yeah.
They don't do no wrong. They do no wrong.
No, they don't. They're not too annoying. They could have been, but they're not.
Oh yeah, 100% they could have been annoying. Nah, they hated it.
They're there. They throw in some cute commentary, and they bicker in the background, like two siblings do. That's what you expect.
Then we have
and
Kaito's parents. They alright.
Yep.
The dad.
They're not in the show for most of it, so
they alright.
We get a lot with the dad after Zenkaiser, and Kaito does have some really great moments with his dad when they finally get him back.
Oh yeah.
Like I still remember the moment where Kaito's asking his dad for advice and just like, Dad, do you remember Stacy? Was Stacy your friend? And the dad is just like, I don't remember having any friends when I was being washed, but if you want to help him, then go at it full force, kid. My son, I know you'll do well. But no, I like the dad. The mom really wasn't into show like that, so.
Yeah. So we found her in Sushi World.
Yeah. It was a really interesting like moment when she got free, but we didn't actually like meet the mom. She didn't become a character. So yeah,
The side characters right. They like again, out of all the side characters, Granny carried, hard carried. She was a definite 9. She was great.
Oh, and then there's Sechan is our last side character.
Oh yeah, Sechan. He's cool.
He's your classic helpful mascot, you know, who's sitting back in base, Gavin, looking up all the Sentai on the computer, just Google searching all the Sentai abilities so he can figure out what's going on.
Oh, I'm doing terrible
It's great.
this round.
Ow, I got hit by a crab. No, Sechan's all right. Again, he's not like super gooby. He had like the one focus episode where it was the time travel, where it was a clip show,
Yeah.
and he was like he got kidnapped by the time traveler world, and that was a pretty good one. That was like our one Sechan episode, and we got to see Sechan actually like fight a little bit with 2 of them, just like
Yeah, bird
full
battle.
power attack.
Ooh, we
That's
bird
good.
battle. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
But no, he's fine. Again, he
Yeah.
wasn't annoying or anything, but he was just fine. He's the mascot as you would expect from these kinds of shows. So
yeah, I agree. So what do we rate the
he's
side
made,
characters?
yeah, he's like a Gokaiju's parrot. I forget that bird's name, but yeah.
He is, isn't he? Oh my goodness.
100%. You didn't realize this?
No.
Well, I have told you now.
I thought I was going backwards for a minute. I got so scared.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm in the lead right now, guys. So
I am sorry.
get good.
I am getting slapped with everything, and I'm fighting sleep. Ugh.
Hey, we got 1, 2 free just a little bit ago. So calm down.
I'm
All right.
calm. I'm just letting you know.
All right. Anyway.
I'm struggling.
That's our supporting characters. I give him I'll give him an 8.
I give him a 7 because even though Grandma got
7?
the 9,
Okay.
even though Grandma got the 9, she's like they bringing her score down, so it's not her fault.
I like the side characters well enough. They're way more interesting than our villains, so they got that going for them.
This is 100% true.
Go.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, we move on from them to our main group. The main group.
Who first?
Cool. As a whole, they were cool. I am sorry, I failed this. 5th place. How I do better than Blaze? My eyes were like kind of closed. What? Blaze. Dan, you can go ahead and give your thoughts on the main crew real quick.
I try.
And
Yeah.
give me one
I
second.
dug them as a team. I dug them as a team.
Everybody seeing this?
It is Kaito. It's a very Kaito focused. This whole season is it's very like main character focused. In this case, that main character being Kaito. So, like you have him, and then you have his supporting cast, which is the rest of the Kikainoids, and then you just have 2 Kaiser off in his own little section doing his own thing. So, I think. like as a group, they're fine. I just wish there was more that the other four got more stuff, and it wasn't just Kaido. But I understand with those for being like non-human characters. I get why they wanted to force this on the actual people, which they do really well. But I just wish those guys got more than what they have. You guys are on mute. Okay.
That we got second place. But at the same time, I expect as much.
Nah, it's all good.
For me, at least. As a whole, when it comes to the Zenkai, I like them. I like their group dynamic. It works. They're just silly. They're a silly bunch of Sentai goobers, and like, you know what? I would team up with them anytime.
Yeah, as you mentioned a couple of times, you do give off like Imaging vibes. You know.
Yeah, they are totally.
They do.
Imaging.
They do really go off some good Imaging vibes with their whole dynamic. You get the fact that they are all friends. They fight sometimes, but they all are friends, and they all have their own like unique quirks, and they all work together differently. So it all works pretty well.
Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah.
And meanwhile, you have Zox just off in his own corner doing his own.
Zox is a character and a half. That man just shows up either because it's interesting or like he'll just show up, and I'm like, okay.
He did have like the best introduction of any Six Ranger ever. So
I guess we can forgive him for that.
Except maybe there's a couple of them. But in recent memory, he has the best.
Was dope.
He had the best introduction. He just jumps out of his giant crocodile spaceship and just is like, yo ho ho yo ho ho yo ho ho.
I mean, Ho-Ho Soldier had a dope one too. That man destroyed an armada with a sword and a shield.
And Zox really did have some really great character moments, like throughout the whole show.
Oh gosh, don't even.
Like not just an introduction.
The SD world with Zox.
That SD world fight is freaking great.
That was a beautiful episode. If there's a few episodes of Zenkai you don't skip, that's one of them. Do not skip SD world. That's character development. And don't skip the Hakaiser and Zenkaiser fight. Don't skip that either. Those are beautiful character arc pieces. Those don't get skipped.
Really, Zenkaiser's greatest strength is its characters.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's great. Its great strength is its characters, and if you want to, you can just enjoy the show. It's humor and whatnot. It's a really fun show. We talked about that with the story thing, but I'll just mention it. But that's also a weakness, so it depends on what you want. But.
Yeah.
But the characters, you can't deny, the characters are really good. Especially our main human characters, Stacy, Zox, and Kaito.
Oh my god.
All three of them are great.
Right.
Zox is one of my favorite Six Rangers in a long time.
Bro, that SD world,
hands down.
You, like, if I didn't like Zox before, SD world made me like Zox. I'm like, okay, let's go. That man, it was a beautiful episode. Very good.
It is a great episode.
Then we have so we have our Imogen. I mean Kikanoids. Jiren's cool. he's like the dad of the group because he's the oldest.
Jiren probably had some of the best little moments of the Kikanoids, I think. Because Jiren had like during the Kotatsu World episode, which is the one where Don Momotaro joins in. That's really his episode.
Yeah.
For most of it. You see, he's too much of an old man to be sucked in by the Kotatsu.
Bro,
he's too old to be lazy.
That's how it is, man. Like it's like, oh no, it's too hot, uncomfortable, can't do it.
And then he really just and they point this out in the show. He really is like the dad of the group, just like. He's a guy who's trying to be responsible the whole time, but he's not super serious at all. He really just wants to have fun. That's why he joined, just to have fun.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot, I missed the countdown. And then we have Jiren's great, man. Like he's like Dunn said, the characters really are what sells Zenkai. The characters definitely sell it. And now we're like, Jiren's dope. What do you think of Gaon?
Gaon. I really wanted to like Gaon, and at the beginning of the season I did. I just wanted to like him more. I wish he got more like stuff to do.
I feel it.
He had a lot of really good episodes early. Like there was the whole thing where he's like, where he reveals like why he doesn't like being a robot. He's just like, why he's more willing to sacrifice his Kikainoe bros over Kaito, and just like, we can take it. And you see him. There's a moment where he like pounds on his chest, and you hear the metal. It's just like, we're machines. We can take the beating. You guys can't. And you really feel for Gaon in that moment. It's just unfortunate that he doesn't get anything after. Not really.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We actually doing no. Well, yeah, me and you were doing decent.
I'm right behind Blaze, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you were ahead of me. Oh my god. I thought you were ahead of me.
No, I don't know where you were. I don't know where you are. But that shadow you're looking at is not me. I'm working on it. I'm catching up. But... Hold on, I'm getting there.
But
yeah.
Jiren, like I said, he's the Gaon. I feel like he got that side character syndrome where like he definitely didn't do much. Not that he would like.
Yeah.
I want to phrase it in a way that doesn't seem bad. He got some stuff, but like it wasn't as much as like Kaito or
right. It wasn't as much. It wasn't even as much as like the rest of the Kainoi's got.
Yeah.
He got his one moment really early on, and then he just didn't get much after. Which is really sad to say, because I really wanted to like Gaon because he's the Gal Ranger reference. So.
Yeah. Majin? Ooh, I like Majin. She's relatable.
Majin is everyone's favorite. Majin is everyone's favorite.
That's why she got her upcoming, you know.
That's why she got the freaking photos. Even other Toku actors really like Majin. Because Savala loves Majin. But no, Majin is great. Majin gets some really cute moments. I hope that was intentional and not a happy accident, where the thing that I mentioned before about the faceplate. Yeah. Because that's like growth and character development, like aesthetically, that you see all the time. So I really like that. She got some good episodes as well. Like her whole fortune telling thing was really cute. My fortunes are always wrong, so we're gonna have great luck.
Bro, that Turner, oh my gosh, let's talk about that for a minute. Like, they was going through the worst luck possible, and then she's like, okay, fuck it. Use her skill against you. Oh, Lord. I go self on it. But yeah, no, Majin deserves all the love and respect. Just don't...
I wasn't first. Now I'm not. Yes, Majin deserves a lot. She was probably I don't know if I want to say she's my favorite. Because Juran was really good. Definitely, at least my second favorite, if not my first favorite. He's really close for number one.
Yeah. I wanna Vroom? Vroom's nice. I'm sorry, I let y'all down this time.
No, that was me. I was literally right behind you, so. I did worse than you, so.
Vroom is cool. Like, Vroom is cool.
I did like Vroom. Vroom was very nice. He had his whole, like, curiosity engine going. He was like, Vroom, how do you do this? What is this? I really liked him for that. He's like the smart guy of the group, and he just wants to learn everything. I do like also that he started off as like the janitor for the bad guys, just chill in the background, like, Did I clean here? I guess I'm gonna clean here. And then just like, you have learned too much, janitor. It's time to die. And they kick him out.
Sorry.
Nah, you're fine.
Forgive. Again, my body's fighting sleep. I had a crazy weekend. But, yeah, no, Rune, like you said, Rune, it started out as like a janitor, and I'm like, what the fuck? That shit was funny. But like, Rune definitely grew into his own, and I do like that. Just like all the Kikunoids, really, they like. He
was the main focus of the romance episode.
Oh yeah.
AKA, Jetman.
Best episode. Fucking best episode.
That's hilarious.
Like. Yeah, no, Majin and Rune especially grew into their own, and I love it. I love that. That I really did enjoy. Rune, Majin's not shy anymore. Rune, man, boy, he was relatable. He was a relatable dude, Rune.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I gotta hug that man. Like, yo, Rune, you getting a hug from me, bro. You deserve it. And then, like the Kikunoids are great. They're definitely Imogen, like they're like the Sentai version of the Imogen. But like, they helped carry the show on their back, so like I can't even be mad. Cause the villains weren't doing it. The villains were not doing it.
I will point out, Majin's magic still bullshit. Still bullshit.
She broken.
It can literally just do whatever it wants.
It's the power of magic. It's called hacks.
So much hacks.
So much.
I kind of wish in that respect we would have gotten more of the other guys' like powers based on power. You know, like we would have seen Galon do more animal stuff / Room do more machine stuff. You know.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We got like one machine spell every episode just because they could get away with it essentially. Because they can just do whatever they want. Whatever the plot demands, Majin is there to answer.
Pretty much. Friggin' the power of magic. Broken. Respect the magic users.
Absolutely broken. Alright. And last but not least, we got Kaito. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I was gonna like Kaito very much after like the first couple of episodes, but he really grew on me.
I agree.
He really grew on me as a character.
100% agree. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, Kaito's gonna be one of those reds with the air.
Yeah, he started out like very crackhead red syndrome, but you really feel for him at a certain point, and you realize like genuinely he's just a good dude who just wants to find his mom and dad and just wants to help people using their technology and all that jazz.
Yeah, man, like you're not wrong. Like, Kaito, you need a hug too, cause you just had grandma. You was waiting for your parents to come back. Man, hug the Zenkaijers to these people. Hug them, and then go hug Stacy like 3 times. Stacy went through it. Oh my gosh.
Give each other a hug.
Bro, Stacy went through it so much. Like,
Stacy went through so much bullshit.
Oh my gosh, Stacy, what the fuck? This is about Kaito.
Nia mentioned the part where he summoned where one of the monsters summoned the ghost of his mom, and then the ghost tried to kill him.
But
Stacy, but it's okay now. Stacy finally got his hug. It's all good. It's all good at the end.
Life's just gonna keep going up for you, Stacy. It has to. No, Kaito, like
I really like. Speaking of that, it really was Kaito's interaction with Stacy that really got you to feel for Kaito.
Oh yeah.
Because like Stacy was just trying to kill him basically like the entire show.
Kaito's
just
we're friends.
Nah, I can tell you're not putting your heart into it, bro. You don't really want to kill me. I can tell. I've had tons of people try to kill me.
Oh, Zenkaiju's a trip, man.
It is.
But Kaito definitely got up there for me. Like he's not in my like top 10 at all, but I enjoyed him. And he
Yeah.
threw hands with God.
He did throw hands with God.
Who else can say
He
they
did
threw
pull
hands
move
with
against
God?
God, so
Like,
that gives him props.
who else can you say threw hands with God?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Kaito, you a G.
I think, just looking back, I think in Sentai series that I've seen, there are a couple of candidates who I think could hold their own against God. Marvelous could hold his own against God, I think.
He's like, let's make a show. Kami-sama.
Right?
Boom.
Especially if he has all his Sentai powers, then he definitely is matched for God. I think Lucky could hold his own against Jod just because of how absurdly lucky he is. That's his own superpower.
That and freaking.
Even if you don't want to say fighting skills, I think Lucky's luck carries him through that fight.
That and Shishi Red Orion is busted.
And Shishi Red Orion is busted.
But
and then Yamato. Yamato's the other last one who I think could hold his own.
Yamato's the GOAT, okay?
Because Yamato is in fact the GOAT.
The GOAT. But yeah, Kaito's cool. Like, Kaito had a lot of fun. You can tell. So go watch Zenkai.
Alright, I think for overall our characters, I think I give them like an 8 out of 10 on the scale.
Oh yeah.
For like our main team.
8.5 because I did like him. I think Gowan was the weakest link, but
unfortunately, I really wanted him to be good because he's the Gal Ranger dude. But yeah, I agree.
Gowan
was the weakest link.
I really want to give him a 9, but Gowan made me drop to 8.5. That's okay though.
Fair.
Because the team is awesome and they're fun.
All right. Before we move on, who do you think gets the MVR of the season? Who is the most valuable Ranger?
Oh.
For me, it's 2 Kaiser all the way. For me, it's 2 Kaiser.
I might have to agree.
Most because he has his own theme song.
I don't know anything about
because he sings and dances every time he shows up. I give it to 2 Kaiser.
I might have to do that just because when he shows up, it's always a treat. You know what? Yeah, 2 Kaiser, you get the MVR of the
all right.
You're
I agree with that.
Treat to watch, man. Don't you get me started on his fight with Kaito. Oh my goodness, that was silly. I said, you can't outdance me, man. Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, that's great. Just like, oh, you think you can outdance me? I've been perfecting this dance forever.
He's gonna have me start saying that randomly. I guarantee you I'm gonna slip once and be like, yo, hi. Oh, wait a minute. Fuck.
Speaking of the ghost episode, I love when his ancestor shows up and he does it, yo hoy, or yo hoy hoy, or something weird like that, and just like, that's not how you say it.
Oh, alright, so now that we've done our MVR, which we both agree, 2 Kaiser. Favorite moments in the show?
Before that, I wanted a quick reference. How do you think they use the Sentai references? The Sentai gears and all that?
Oh god.
Just quickly.
Okay, so...
Honestly, I thought they did all the tributes really great. I loved all the tributes. All the veteran teams got a great moment to shine. They were all used at least once. I counted. I kept track.
Good.
All the veteran teams were used at least once. And all of them, they were definitely. You definitely felt the respect for all the veterans in this. Not just, especially in like the early supplemental stuff, like the Zenkai Red movie and all that other jazz, where they actually meet some of the older vets. They really honored the legacy there, and they just had fun with it. They had a lot of really great fun with it. Because you get like the obvious powers early on, but then later you get like just off the wall stuff. Like Jetman freaking reenacts the final episode. Like, who the fuck thought of that on the writing staff?
I don't know, but give that man a raise.
Give that man a medal.
Yeah,
give him a medal and a raise.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Cause like, like when they use them for like actual power-ups to help fight, I'm like, okay, par for the course, this is cool. Then we get funny and silly moments, and like it's like, oh, we can do that now. It's like the references were there, the love was there when it came to the gears. I definitely like that. Definitely like that.
I think Jetman was probably my favorite gear. I think that's probably everyone's favorite gear.
Oh my god, the Jetman.
Just singular gear. I think Jetman had the best one. Oh, I really liked Jacka's, because Two Kaiser is fighting the Jacka squad, that the evil Jacka squad summoned by Stacy, and he summons his big one and just.
That's the one I wanted to bring up.
And everyone just stops.
It's like, nah, we can't fight Big One. You crazy.
Yeah, and all it takes is Big One stick, and they just turn around on Stacy, just like, all right, Commander, we got it.
Yeah, nah, that's Big One, dude. You can't go against Big One. Big One. Yeah, that was also one of my favorite ones. Well, yeah, like, you know, the gears and moments going hand in hand right now.
Yep.
I think my favorite.
Because I just wanted to mention how they honored the legacy here. It was really great. And then they later get like the cannon that actually summons old Rangers. I thought all the references they did there was pretty cool too. Especially during the unlucky episode.
Oh, right.
Where they try using the cannon and they get all the past Rangers who died.
Oh god, don't even get me started on that. That was too funny. It was just as good as the Jetman thing.
And I do like that Jetman didn't appear that, because look, dude, you already got your time to shine. We already referenced you, all right?
No. Oh god, my eyes.
And they did it like they did that, but they did it in like a respectful way. You know, they had fun with it, but it was respectful. I felt.
Oh yeah. Of course, it was faithful.
Because they just love the series. And there was also one of the moments after that where they summon Go-On Red and Turbo. And it's just... Not Turbo. They summon Go-On Red and Power Ranger? Yeah. Red Turbo or whatever his name. And Setchan can't tell who they are from the back. And he gets it confused.
Yeah, it was Go-On Red and Red Racer.
That's his name, Red Racer, yeah.
Oh.
And I feel like that might be a callback to like the time there where the Car Ranger were referenced in Gokaiger, you know, where they screwed up the morph the first time.
And then they called the Turbo
that would be
out, and it's like,
I feel like that's, and this is just like the continuation of that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a joke for a good minute, and I'm okay with that. It's a fun joke. Oh god, my eyes.
I'm slowly learning how to drift here. Ow.
I am slowly learning that I need to go to bed after this episode of the podcast.
Yep. Alright, so that's the gears. I give their overall use of the gears, like, and all the Sentai stuff. I give it like I give it a solid 9. I give it a solid 9. Really well done.
8. I'll give it an
8.
Yeah.
Alright.
Solid 8. Because like outside of certain ones, I'm just like, alright, this is par for the course.
First place, GG.
Shut the fuck up, Blaze.
Oh, so now I get first place, and you're not satisfied.
Cause I'm tired, Blaze.
You're always tired. We all tired.
Bro.
It's called being an adult.
Yeah, and no, and it sucks. But anyway, moving along. Let's talk best moments in Zenkai. I want to go first.
Yes, best moment.
I want to go first.
All right.
First, the Jetman. The Jetman.
Yes, the Jetman tribute.
That is my number one. You don't just recreate that. They had the stones to do that.
Hey, we just barely won overall.
We barely won. Yay. But yeah, they had the stones to do that. Oh my goodness. Good one.
When that hit, my jaw hit the floor and I just had to burst out laughing.
I was in tears laughing so hard. Like I couldn't believe it. I said, no way. Is this the Jetman? Oh. And they had the bench. Oh god.
And they had the goddamn bench.
It was so good.
And then they blew it up. And then afterwards they were just like, what just happened? I don't know. Let's just go with it.
It was so good. So good. That's a 10 out of 10 moment. But then I have two more. Of course, the Kaiser fight, because that was emotional.
Mhm.
That man got his dad back. Emotional. Oh
Right?
my goodness. The Kamen Rider team up was another favorite moment because I was not expecting them to do that for Senki.
Oh, right, when Sabla and Durandal came in, yeah. That was also a really good moment. Both
When
sides.
Zox
Both.
showed up in the Saber world and they're like, what the fuck is he doing when he was doing his little henshin, you know?
When he's doing his dance.
Yeah, they're like,
It's
the
great.
fuck, is that necessary? Like, Toma was going with it, and Espada, Toma and Espada were with it. It was just freaking Blades was questioning it, like, is this good? Do we accept this? I'm like, yeah, no, we're accepting it. It's hilarious. That was
Accept
funny.
the Blades. Accept it.
Just funny. I was cool with that.
It was a great moment.
It was silly. It was a silly moment. But the Stacy fights were good. Tennis World.
Oh, Tennis World, yes. Tennis World was also real. That was like the best Stacy episode before he finally got his hug. That was probably the best Stacy episode.
So it was definitely the Jetman moment, the Saber stuff.
And the fact that it was basically Prince of Tennis. I hadn't read
Pretty
Prince of
much.
Tennis, but it's Prince of Tennis.
Hey, what up? What's good, Kel? Shout out to my man's Kel in chat. We did a
hey, welcome.
We did a collaboration episode. Not episode, but we did a collaboration video. So check that out when you got time. It's pretty dope.
You did a collab? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking some Zenkaiser.
We're doing the Zenkaiser review, and I'm like fighting.
Talking about our favorite moments right now.
Favorite moments. So now the tennis episode, SD World. You cannot tell me otherwise.
SD World was also really good for Zox.
That's
Zox episode. That's Zox's episode, and Zox fucking owns it. And it's
in the
so
rain,
good.
my dude. In the rain.
Heavy rain, not just that wasn't just normal rain. That was heavy rain.
Oh no, that wasn't heavy rain. That was my tears mixed in with the rain, cause it was that good. So good. Oh man, said, you know what? Nah. When the little gun morpher, dude.
The fact they still made it work. It didn't like detract from the. Like, yeah, it was a funny moment, but it didn't like take away from like the seriousness of Zox's like moment.
No,
there.
it 100% did not. Zenkaiju, it's fun, and I think that's what we need. It is fun. It is a breath of fresh air because of how fun it is.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. And it's a good contrast to Saber, because Saber was very drama focused, and Zenkaiser is a good balance for that, being so fun and carefree.
Which is what made that team up work so well, because like you need.
Also, shout outs to Zenkaiser for giving Durandal and Sabla the actual some actual character development when they weren't getting that in their own show. I love Saber. Saber is still my number 2 of all time. But I'm really happy Zenkaiser gave him some development.
Somebody had to, because like that brother.
Somebody had to.
That brother sister thing they had going on. Nah.
Right.
Sabla, you need to. Sabla, I'll take you to Red Lobster. We're gonna fix you up, cause that ain't dang right. But anyway, jokes aside, like, thank. Jetman, Prince of Tennis episode, a Kaiser fight, SD World, and Kaito versus God. Because I really did actually enjoy that conversation. The rock, paper, scissors, and conversation afterwards is why I like that moment. Because they did a whole bunch of fighting, and it's like, yeah.
I think their whole confrontation in the last episode was all of them. Both the pre-fight, the actual fight, and then the post-fight.
Oh,
I think that whole sequence was very well done.
But like to me, like I said, for me that was just like par for the course. I'm like, oh yeah, he's fighting God, and he's like, you know what? No, we'll settle it the old-fashioned way. Rock, paper, scissors.
Paper, scissors.
And it's like, okay.
I mean, how else are you gonna? You gotta beat God somehow.
And it was
you can't do it physically.
And then they alluded to the fact that he's like, yeah, I didn't really want to do this anyway. I'm like, what? You throwing, God? You throwing? That's what I took from him. I'm like, oh, he throwing. But other than that, nah, like those are.
Well, you can't really throw rock. Like we established that God, he couldn't like see the future. You know, we established that. He was mimicking seeing the future because he would just go back and tell them who to send out, but he wasn't actually seeing the future. So you can't really throw rock, paper, scissors. But
maybe he
didn't really care that he lost. He wasn't really trying at the end there. He's just like, I lost. I guess we'll go ahead with Kaito's plan. I'll just more work on my part. But you know what? If he thinks it's gonna be more fun, then it'll probably be more fun.
It's still good. It's still good. Still good.
All right. My favorite moments, personally,
let's go.
Haven't been mentioned yet. Because you got through a lot of them, so
they were so good.
It was. I did when we brought it up. I did really like Gawan's moment. Gawan, that's probably my favorite moment from early Zenkai. Is the moment where Gawan is like sitting on the bench, and that little moment between him and Kaito of like why Gawan is the way he is.
Dude, I forgot.
And why he cares so much for humans. That's a really good moment. It's sad that that's the only moment Gawan really gets, but it's really well done.
Yeah. I forgot Noodle World, by the way.
That was my one for like my funny moment. That's
okay.
The Noodle World fight is hilarious.
Oh man, dude.
Just the Noodle World episode is absolutely hilarious.
There's tomato sauce on his ass, and he's like, "Yo, he wants us to do spaghetti." What? Like,
and then kind of tying to that one, the Manga World. I also really like Manga World.
I forgot about that.
Manga World was great.
Oh, the roll call. Zenkaiju
I
was
haven't
so
watched
creative
it,
with
but
the roll
the world
calls.
for me is much fun, I guess.
Bro, Zenkaiju was so creative with the roll calls. Manga World was a good one. Done making me remember Manga World.
Manga World was good. Because now the fight scene also in that was good because 3 of them were just paper, so that really works.
With it. Like, bro. Creativity.
And then like Zox's moment during that was also really great. Where he just like drops a manga from the sky, and just like you find out he's just a big manga fan, and then they bring that up later during the Noodle episode, where he just pulls out like a soba manga. Freaking great.
Oh god, yo, look.
I just ran into a buzzsaw.
I may just rewatch Zenkaiju again for the fun. Because like that's what works in his favor. Like it's not serious.
100%. It's fun.
And it just works in his favor.
I keep running into buzzsaws.
I keep failing at life. I'm usually better at this, guys. Like, chat, I'm usually so much better. I'm just sleepy.
It's fine. We're busy talking about Zenkaiser.
Yeah, Zenkaiser makes up for it.
Any other great moments? No, I think I got most of them. At least my favorite ones.
Shoot, man. Like, oh, I took most of them.
We did get a one episode girlfriend this season for Vroom of all characters, which I wasn't expecting.
Vroom deserves love. Vroom deserves love.
Yeah.
Vroom's gonna be happy one day.
One of these days.
One of these days, because I'm gonna be rooting for him.
One of these days at least he's not a janitor anymore, so.
Yeah. He's not he's a librarian. Man was putting books back. Because he just wants to learn. Oh my god, I am getting slapped up. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm sleepy. Listen, I'm usually better at this. game.
No, I'm in the same boat. I'm actually behind you right now. So, ow.
How are you? Blaze is carrying right now.
Blaze is the one carrying right now.
Blaze,
Indeed.
keep just carry heavy. But
Go,
yeah.
Blaze, go.
So,
Hey, I got a bullet bill.
nice. So that's those are all your favorite moments?
I'm trying to think of any more. I did like the Don Momotaro cameo. I did like that.
Okay, yeah. I
It's just
thought it was neat.
It's a nice way to introduce our new team.
Oh.
I kind of wish it would have happened closer to the premiere. I wish it would have happened closer to the premiere, but other than that, I like it.
I think I would have liked it more if they visited the that world just to like preview it, kind of like how Ryder does.
That would have been interesting, but I feel like that would have like it was so far in advance that would have spoiled a lot, you know. So
Fair.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I like when
if it was closer to the premiere, I would have wanted them to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after for the last episode, like how Saber had the Revice cameo, which was
like
bad.
like an epilogue sort of episode where it's mostly focused on the team. But yeah, that probably would have been better than what we got. Oh well. Hey, I got 2. Nice.
Nice. I'm getting clapped.
So close. If I could have activated a boost.
Oh my gosh! How many times am I going to get hit?
Just enough, almost. But
how much do we? Oh, we need to completely carry Echo on this.
I got slapped up at the end, like bad.
I was pushing gun to help give him the boost he needed.
No, I don't know why they turned up at the end, but I got hit by everything. Everything. Jeez. I'm giving Dunn that because he came back. He got the comeback factor.
I did. I was behind you for a good chunk of that.
Yeah, like,
I somehow got into second.
They beat my ass. But yeah, the Don Momotaro's cameo, that was nice. But you just reminded me another bit of news. The Momotaros teamed up.
Hey, let's hold on for a bit. I'm betraying after that last race. Let's hold on for a bit.
The Momotaros teamed up. Kamen Rider Deno and Don Momotaros.
Yes, we got the team up that we all knew would happen. Momotaros and Deno. It's just like a series of little shorts. It's not anything like serious.
No.
Hopefully we get something serious later, but
I'm sorry, we lost because of me.
We didn't care. Oh,
But I knew it would have happened eventually, but I'm glad we had Momotaros and Momotaros team up for silly shenanigans.
Yeah, no.
It worked.
There's like three mini like talking about pudding the whole time. I don't know exactly what they're saying, but I hope someone translates it.
I hope so. I hope so too.
It just looks fun. Also, whenever after he henshins, he comes in like there's a bunch of like people carrying him. Like
he's on
do those guys just show up whenever he morphs?
He's on his Shinkenger, man. You know when the Shinkenger get ready to morph, you got the people just roll up in. And they're like, nah.
Yeah, Momotaro says like the same thing. He just has a whole bunch of backup guys who just appear whenever he henshins.
This is dope. I approve. 100%. But yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of interesting news I just remembered because of the cameo.
Right.
It was dope.
Right.
Like Don Momotaros, he has dope fights in the little mecha. I'm okay with the mecha. We know how that's gonna happen now in the actual show.
Mm-hmm.
But he has the Tidus laugh.
He does. He 100% does. It's just Don Momotaros is Tidus. 100%.
I'm like, why does he have this laugh? But you know what? It works for him. I can't hate him. But all in all,
like okay, the Tidus laugh work if you play Final Fantasy X. The Tidus laugh works in the moment. All right, I swear to God. You gotta play Final Fantasy. Out of context, it makes no sense and it sucks. But if you actually play the game, it works. Okay, just gonna throw that out there now. Play Final Fantasy X. All right, I'm done.
Yes, You know what?
Let's continue.
Okay, I interrupted because of bit of news. We were on favorite moments. All right.
Do I have any other moments I want to mention? Stacy's. We kind of covered Stacy's full arc, so.
Stacy. You getting
I
another
know.
hug, man. Stacy kind
Gotta
of
have
reminds
another
me of Is it Necrom? I almost said Necros for some reason. Kind of reminds me
Necron
of
from Ghost?
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it.
Like,
I can definitely see that.
And I'm like, but I like Stacy a lot more than Necrom. Cause like Necrom, he did go through. He went through a little bit, but then like.
You know what? I'll agree on that one. I do think Stacy. I do think I like Stacy more than Necrom.
Stacy is a cinnamon roll that needs to be protected. Necrom can protect himself. Like,
there you go.
Yeah.
Necrom did get canon though. Necrom did get canon, while Stacy does not have a girl, unfortunately.
He got canon? Ooh.
Yes, Necrom married canon.
Ooh.
We knew this. Did you not know this?
I forgot.
That happened like right after the series ended.
Oh Lord, Ooh. I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad at you. I'ma just look. Let me get my writer belt real quick. I ain't mad. I gotta go congratulate Necron. Let me go congratulate him. You won't hear any henshin sounds. I promise. You just let me go. I gotta go congratulate him. I gotta go congratulate Necrom. Okay, yeah.
Necrom and Kirame Pink. That's.
Oh, that's even worse. Okay, now I'm a henshin on him. You didn't have to bring in Caramel Pink, but now Oma's in the building now.
They're the same act. Or if you want to just say she did get a writer form during Saber, so
she did, and I loved it. But anyway, back to Zenkaiger. Overall rating for Zenkaiger, though.
There's a part of me that wants to give it an 8, part of me that wants to give it a 7, so I'll go 7.5. Overall. I think it's a really great tribute season. It's a lot of fun. I would say the biggest weakness is just that it's not serious, which is either a good or a bad thing depending on how you're looking at it. If you're looking for like a classic like Super Sentai show where you have stakes and drama and things, then go elsewhere. But if you're just looking like for a super fun anniversary season that you can just turn on and just have a good time with, this is the show for you. So,
I am in 100% agreement. I won't give it the 0.5. No, I'll give it the 0.5 because the stuff 7.5. That is. I was gonna just give it a standard 7, but then I remembered the Zenkai Red special. The special where they met all the previous Red Super Sentai leaders, for the most part. Most of them.
Right. Those two bonus movies, by the way, are also really freaking good.
Yeah. It was...
if you haven't watched those, give both of those a watch.
Between those
They're both
two
great.
And Superhero Senki. Those made me... Yeah, that's the 0.5 right there. I wish Kaito got to do more in Senki, though, because, like...
I 100% agree. Kaito, I wish Kaito got to do more in Senki. I kind of wish... I get why, because the whole story of Senki really revolves around the Saber crew, for the most part, considering, it's the whole story basis of it, which works with Saber. But I would have wished they would have got more. But we did get, in Senki, we did get confirmation. We did make the unofficial Sentai official. They are now official. Zenkaiger has made it so.
Akiba Ranger's cringe was used to beat a bad guy. It's great.
That is one of my favorite moments. When I was looking at favorite moments, I was just looking at in show. But overall, that is one of them. The Akiba Ranger gear.
Oh yeah.
Because it makes all the villains raise their own death flags, just you guys go on without me, or I'm gonna get married after this. Just They have been flagged for death. It is time for them to die.
Perfect.
The power of cringe.
We know that Saber helped Ishinomori, like, you know, continue writing stories, which was good. But I wish Kaito would help him to have fun too, to have fun doing it, because that's what Zenkaiger is. It is a fun
You
time.
know what? I can maybe see that happen.
Like,
Maybe it would have to be written a little differently, but I could see that happen.
yeah, like just Kaito's just like good. Kaito's nature would have just been like, you know what, fun, and that would have been great. But I'm cool with what we got with Zenki. I just wish Kaito got to be more.
Mm-hmm.
Zenkaigers, you guys deserve. Thank you, Zenkaigers. Thank you. Your solid season, a very fun season. Thank you.
100%.
For our 45th anniversary Super Sentai. Full.
In my, I'm trying to think of where I would place it in like my rankings of series I've seen.
It's definitely not in my top 10. Maybe top 20.
Yeah.
I
don't think it is. I don't know.
I'd put it.
It might be in my top 10 just because I don't count series I haven't seen yet.
Fair.
Like, when I say that, I mean front to back.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've seen full front to back 10 series yet, so.
Right.
But I like it more than like. I think I would say I would like this more than like Q Ranger maybe. I think.
I can see that.
Q Rangers. I definitely like it more than Ninja. 100%.
Oh, 100%. Top 15. I give.
But the rest of the series I've seen, which is like mostly from Tokyuger to now, I think I would probably place this lower than those.
Okay.
Just from like modern era, you know.
Right. No, I would put Zenkaiger in my top 15. Just because. Like,
Put in your top 15?
Top 15. It's a solid season. Good anniversary. It had fun with the Sentai. That's all that's what it
did.
That's all it needed to do. All it needed to do. It like
Zenkaiger had a lot of fun, and that's where it shines.
In comparison
100%.
to like Gokaiger, where like the actors came back or like and all that good stuff, and it worked for the overall story, where like they got their tributes and then you got to see them fight as them. That was cool. For Zenkaiger, they did the references, the Zord stuff. Oh, another good moment. Remember when they like fought the mecha and they all showed up outside of like the toy boxes and whatnot? Like Gao fought Gao King. It was in one of the early episodes.
Oh, right! When Stacy first appeared.
Yeah.
When Stacy first appeared, and he could not only summon evil vet teams, he could also summon
the mecha.
And the fact that the mecha like came out of the original toy boxes, that is such a good reference. That was
so
such
clear.
a good reference.
See, that's where Zenkaiger shines. Stuff like that. That was another good moment, because you didn't expect that. You were not expecting.
And if you weren't looking for it, you might not realize it. Just like these giant black slabs come out of the ground and the mecha pop out. But if you look at the slab and you see like the details and you're like, holy shit, that's the original box. My God.
Good stuff. Zenkaiger, you moved up to an 8. You're not 7.5.
You know what?
You're an 8.
I'll agree. Move it up to an 8.
You're an 8 now. You're an 8.
Just for the box. Just because they had the original box.
You never expected. Good stuff. There it is.
Alright.
Episode 99 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the Zenkaiger review. Woohoo!
We did it. Catch you all for episode 100.
Yeah.
Be there for the big 100. Oh,
Don brothers, bro going.
We got Don Brothers, we got Revice, Those are.
We got the big reveals of Revice as well. Like,
yes, sir.
if you haven't seen this week's episode, this is the episode where shit hits the fan. We'll talk about it next week.
Oh yeah. Also, the little sibling also started their new season. I forgot all about that.
Precure, yes.
Precure started. They're like 4 episodes in. If you like Ryder and Sentai, at least say hi to their little sister. Be like, you know what? You're neat. That's all you gotta do. Because they're gonna be at your door with the Precure Girl Scout cookies. You gotta get yours. That's my last joke. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I will catch you guys for episode 100. Tomorrow we got the Mobile Suit Monday. You know how it goes. Jukebox, thank you. Play us out.
Yeah.
Yo-ho-hoy!
Yo-ho-hoy! Ore wa kaizoku inono noko no te sakai kana sekai e. Na da 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 ba da da da. Hey! Da 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 ba. Woo! Yo-ho-hoy! Yeah.
That's it, everybody. Catch y'all later.
I already did the first